EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, New England.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
On second down, it's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Patriots first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 10 yards.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Andres Borregamas for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Texans nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregamas is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as fast. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Gain of 26 yards.
A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
And he will get into the end zone. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Texans.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7.
At 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Harold Landry getting in there to drop it. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Stroud. Now the screen set up for Marks. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Stroud. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Quickly up to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that play. First down, New England.
First down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Madden. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. He finds some room across the 25. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. That one out wide for Marks.
Stroud's pass. Complete to Woody Marks. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's caught. And he will score. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Open May. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Has completed to Douglas. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
2nd down and 3. Now, May, quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Focus, boys. Focus.
Now it's 2nd and 1. We'll go play action with May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's going to be 3rd down. May to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
Here's Bryce Behringer now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On play action. Stroud. That one is caught by Collins. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And the Texans.
Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a first down for Houston.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchdown. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's May again. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pick.
Speed on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down. May gonna look to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And the Patriots are gonna have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Patriots will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground, and this is Martins. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
By Christian Gonzalez. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll go again with Martins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Moving to his left. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Texans.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game. So it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Martin, running left. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Patriots.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
48-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Patriots.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Bullock.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The Texans offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Marks. And not much there. Good defense. held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
On second down, Stroud. That is incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Stroud. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
22 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. On the give. It's Marks. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. To throw is Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here now, third and 5. Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. So 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. An inside give to Marks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.